Hi there, this is Beth from the Sterling Public Library, and I'm here to talk to you about a couple more books from our young adult section. The new one that I want to talk to you about is this one. It's a brand new. It's called Firekeeper's Daughter, and it's by Angeline Boulley. I hope I pronounced her name right. I'm going to read you the first line. This is in the mystery genre, and it's a bit of a thriller at times. I start my day before sunrise, throwing on running clothes and laying a pinch of sima at the eastern base of a tree where sunlight will touch the tobacco first. So Daunis, who's the main character in this book, is a girl. She's just graduated high school. She lives in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and she is half Native American and half white. And so she's very involved in both worlds, keeps to the Native American traditions and such. But anyway, she's dealt with a lot of problems in the previous year of her life, and she's really trying to figure out what to do with her life and where to go from now. And there's also a lot of problems with a lot of the tribal, the younger people, a lot of drug problems, specifically meth. And through some circumstances, she kind of decides she needs to try and do something about it. But before she gets very far, tragedy strikes. And then shortly after that, more tragedy. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens in this book, but the author really deals with it really, really well. I found the beginning of the book a little slow. It took me a while to get into it, but once it started moving, it really became unputdownable. Anyway, so I love the main character. She was deep, she was real, she was strong, and I liked the side characters a lot too. You really got to know them. They were all really three-dimensional and interesting characters. The whole story was super interesting. It is an own voices book. The author actually is from that area and is a Native American, and so she most likely knows what she's talking about. So it was super interesting to see that sort of perspective in a young adult book. So anyway, again, super good book, really interesting, deals with a lot of really interesting stuff. Give it a shot. The other one I want to talk about is this one. This is actually a graphic novel, and it's called Heartstopper. This is much, much lighter and fluffier. This is actually a romance. It is a gay romance, and it's a graphic novel, like I said. So I'm not going to read the first line because the first line is pretty much just pictures, but it's super, super sweet and adorable. It's got to be one of the most adorable romances I've read in a long time. This is about Charlie and Nick, and they go to school in England, and Charlie is year 10 and Nick is year 11. Charlie is gay. He was outed the year before and bullied quite a bit. Nick is a tough guy, plays rugby, straight as far as anyone knows. They end up seated next to each other in a class, and they just kind of get to know each other and become friends, and their relationship is just, like I said, it's just super sweet, super adorable. I loved it. I loved the characters. I liked the artwork. I was just like, oh, the whole time. It was so sweet. They're awkward, and they end up having a super healthy relationship, which I also like to see portrayed in young adult books. We do have the second book in the series, and there's a third, which I have read, which I hope to get soon. And the fourth one is coming out later this year. But anyway, super, super cute. All right, that's all I have for you today. I will see you next week.